Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Back to the Future. When we left off last time, we finished episode 4. Now it's time to get into episode 5 here. I'm kind of excited to see how it's all gonna end up. We've got Doc took off in the DeLorean on his own. We managed to sabotage Emmett and Edna's relationship, but Doc picked up Edna, so I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of wrinkle. There's gonna be some difficulty getting things to be a present that's acceptable for everybody, but I'm hopeful that there will be at least something of a happy ending for everyone, including Edna. Because I kind of feel for Doc, that he didn't want her to just be sad and alone, and he gets to have a happy present, and so does Marty. I mean, if you think about it, they started dating, he's in his teens, so even if we estimate kind of high and put him around 20, and then say maybe Doc as we know him now is roughly 70, that's like 50 years of his life spent with Edna. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to be kind of concerned about what's going to happen with her. And maybe we could try to say that, you know, he just recently found out about the betrayal where she messed up his Citizen Plus program, and she talked about how namby-pamby and everything he was, and she tried to reconstruct his personality. And that's a harsh thing, but, you know, after 50 years of being with someone, I could see where maybe you'd start to, well, there were parts of her that were good, maybe it's not that bad, maybe we could fix something. But I don't even think that's really what's going on. I think Doc's just a really good guy, and he genuinely cares about her.
You're awake. Good.
Doc. Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the Expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Wait, what's going on? Why is this back here?
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission.
All right.
On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yes.
Yeah, is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn.
What?
What?
It's Edna.
But... Okay, Emmett, one static accumulator coming up.
Is that thing safe to just touch? Well, we're stuck here until Doc shows up with the DeLorean, so... Oh, oceanic algae cakes. Oh!
Jeez, Doc, watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Okay, he's still angry at us, and he has a right to be. Anyhow, as I was saying, I don't think it's just that he's grasping, like, doesn't want to admit that Edna's not the person he thought she was all along and just wants the comfort of his relationship or whatever, you know, as sometimes might happen when you first reel from the shock of discovering that someone important to you has betrayed you. I think he's just genuinely a nice guy. He has a lot of feeling for Edna. I think he's just compassionate. Like, even if he weren't that close to Edna, I just don't think he'd want to do something that he knows would leave someone miserable and alone. He's just a nice guy. So,
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends, thinking things over.
Okay.
So is that what I'm destined to build for the Expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
is he gonna
I
snatch
realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It
He
was
is.
science.
It's not science. Okay. Emmett's path is not set, as we've seen. It can go all kinds of different directions. I don't want to necessarily say that he can't go back to Edna, because although we don't want him to, it's being very short-sighted. Like, really, I'm on Doc's side in the argument that the two of these had. They needed to find another alternative. It's not enough to fix Emmett's future and Marty's future. Why can't we fix Edna's future as well? And maybe that means Emmett and Edna can't be together, which I can get on board with, because I know he's got to have room for Clara. That's important too. But we need to come up with some kind of compromise, guys, where we're not just leaving her to be miserable and shouting at hooligans. So I think that the thing to argue right here at this point is going to be the science thing. Science is important to him. Science is not the source of his problems.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the Expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
But you don't really want to go down another path, do you? You love science too. We had science-y discussions. You were into it.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted.
Don't do it.
As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
Do you really think she'll be happy with that, though? She's got a lot of ambitions. Is she going to be content if you do architecture or whatever else? Or is she going to push? My concern for him is Edna as she is in 1931, I quite like. But Edna of the future, it's not a relationship based anymore on any sort of mutual respect. And I'm concerned, what's Doc going to do to keep that from happening again? Ugh, I guess we have to say these things I don't really want to say anyhow.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
And she said terrible
She
things
used my
about you.
science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazy ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No.
True.
Ah!
Oh,
What the hell? Where'd it go?
okay, well first, is Doc okay? I mean, this is an old man who just got knocked down on the ground. We should... Oh, I want to check on him. Bummer. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Oh, come on.
let's look at some stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a lamppost. What do you want me to do with it? Alright, alright. Go get it.
Here, little static thingy.
Alright, touch the lamppost. Climb up the lamppost. Yeah.
I can't reach it.
Well, neither of these I'd think would be of much use. Maybe we can swat it down. Give it a good smack. Alright. Okay, I don't think I can get down, so...
Gotcha.
There we go. Ooh. You alright there, Marty? Oh, hey, cue ball. Enlightenment under the sea, huh? Come on.
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true.
Well, I'm glad Trixie at least gets to sing here.
Wonders wander on display, because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah.
Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
All right.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Loophole. Did he marry her and now she's an American
It's
citizen?
almost here now, the future is coming. It's getting clear now, the future is coming today.
Well, all right. Let's take a look at everything.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
It's very
The
nice.
Expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
So, what loophole?
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Be more specific. Come on, Grandpa.
You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
See you around.
I just want to look at Theremin booth, huh? That's fun, right? Okay, let's talk to this fella. What up, hostile guy?
How about an algae king?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey, you're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster.
Alright, I'll just have to survive without. I don't know, you can...
How about an algae cake?
Okay.
One algae cake coming right ahead.
Alright. I'm just seeing that I can click on them makes me wonder. I'm still stuck on the algae cakes because we never really accomplished anything with them last time. Can we just
How
talk?
about an algae cake?
Nope.
One algae.
Okay. Over to the bathysphere.
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Yeah, down in Rapture.
Excuse me, Mr...
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
So,
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
alright.
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Yeah?
If you got a ticket.
How do I get a ticket?
See you around.
I want to take a ride in this thing.
Those look like the controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit.
The bathysphere. Can we mess with it? No. Not now, but
It's some
probably at
kind
some
of
point.
deep sea diving thingy. Insert ticket to enter.
You are going to need a ticket.
Where do I get a ticket? I really want a ticket. Ooh, but we can also talk to Trixie and see if we can get the truth out of her. Alright, let's let this clock.
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
It's kind of cool.
And waiver.
Whoops.
Hello, Callahan.
I was trying to walk the other way and I had my finger on the button and dang it, so.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
What duty? What are you doing?
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
It was his own decision.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
No.
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
What?
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Why?
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
But I'm not done checking out the expo.
Come here. Look.
Danny, she's
here's the
crazy.
thing.
Come on.
I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose. But she's been getting some clout in town, ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he, anyway?
I don't know.
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
You don't have proof that I'm a radical
Okay,
subversive.
so, I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
I kind of don't want to do something about Edna, though. I don't want to ruin her life. I don't want her with Emmett, but I don't want to discredit her in the eyes of the law either. Alright, let's look at the house of the future. Ah!
Insert ticket to enter.
Who's selling the tickets? I want to go in there. This one's not going to work either. Yep.
Insert ticket to enter.
Alright, what else we got going on here? I think that's pretty much it for this direction. Yeah, okay. Trixie, let's talk. That's all I wanted to do in the first place.
Greetings.
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
I didn't click it that
Right.
time, it just kind of flipped
Congratulations
forward.
on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know?
Yeah, how'd
Now,
that
what can
happen?
I do you for?
So, how did you get the job back?
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
He didn't.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main
Yes,
attractions.
how?
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now.
Aw,
you
thanks,
know?
Trix. You're the best.
Thanks. You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah, he wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
An older
Older
gentleman?
guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah, uncle or something?
Something.
Or something.
Let's see.
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
So,
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see, 8 kilobeats past 50.
what?
We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Alright then.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Well, can you help me?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Well, inspire me.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it
Thanks.
doesn't take effect right away. Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
So, what else we got going on here? Ooh, picture radio.
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
That face he's making. Come on, Marty, this was big stuff back in the day.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
Ooh.
It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Alright. Oh, you think this is going to be the officer's uniform of the future? I like it.
Act casual.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't trust that it works properly, but...
The electro-pacifier.
Well...
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
Okay, and I don't think I can actually walk in here. Nope. Don't want to talk to those two just yet.
Now, where were we?
I might want to listen in.
Well, speak of the devil.
Alright, or not. We'll just leave her alone.
Now, can you please leave me...
Hiya, folks.
Alright, phone booth of the future.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy.
You shouldn't eat while you're talking to your friends. It's gross.
I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Alright, that's interesting. We'll keep it in mind. Yeah. We've got the number there. So then...
Come on, Emmett, where are you?
I like his hastily...
Emmett's gonna fly
adjusted
his
thing here.
electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
Okay, but we can't really get up there. There's a barricade in the way.
I can't believe Danny let himself get bullied into shutting down Emmett's booth.
I can. He was a bad cop for a while. Edna's got pretty valid dirt on him.
Emmett's gonna fly...
Okay, yeah. We already looked at that. Okay, well, we've got tickets, so let's see some things. Into the house of the future.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
I like this kind. It always, like you see in shows, the house of the future. I like seeing that kind of stuff. I'm not too terribly far from the Henry Ford Museum, and they've got what is it? It was built, I believe it was either shortly after. I think it was shortly after World War II. These homes. It's like this big circular home. Oh, what's the name of it? I'll have to look it up. It's kind of cool though. It was this idea, and they thought that everyone was going to live in these kinds of homes. And so the thing is, I think it's like 1,000 square feet. It's not too bad, but it fits inside the Henry Ford Museum, and you can go and you can look at it, and I don't know, it's just cool to see. I like that kind of thing. This reminds me a bit of it.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision?
ColecoVision. Oh. Is this one of Officer Parker's potted plants?
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
So we're just gonna take it? Will people in the future still like plants? What's this kind of hole on the table where it was? Alright. What does the red button do?
In the house of the future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
Yeah. Help yourself, Marty.
It's wax.
Alright, or not. Okay, green button. What you got for me?
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Oh, hey.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Oh boy. Wait, does looking at all of these move... If there's 3 ahead of him, and there's 3 things to investigate with tickets. Alright, well, what's the blue button do?
In the mood for fun, the house of the future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Alright, is there anyone else we want to call?
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite.
Let's call the phone booth of the future.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techne, Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
I guess we'll be honest.
Hey, Trixie. It's me, Harry.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
Alright. Would it be beneficial to lie to her? I know, it's a scummy thing to do, but, you know, maybe it will accomplish something we need. So.
Klondike.
Hill Valley
She might figure it out anyhow. It's
Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you
That's
back,
terrible.
baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
Yeah. Glad that didn't work out. I was afraid that more it would frighten her if she believed it, but nope, we're good. Okay.
Klondike.
Yeah?
Oh, I skipped what she said. I gotta stop being in such a hurry. Let's see. Carl Sagan.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Ooh.
Could you get Emmett for me?
Oh, I would, Mr. Sagan, but I can't see the kid nowhere. In fact, the last time I saw him, he was with you.
Oh, yes, right. Hang up.
Don't hang up. Get Edna.
Terminated.
Alright, let's try talking to Edna.
In the house of the future.
Experience.
Phone booth of the future.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
I would like to talk to Edna.
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan.
It's changed. So.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the
There we
fire,
go.
I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Uh-huh.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me.
So, well, I think we know why, but...
So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
I mean, I kind of understand where she's coming from. They were against the law at the time. She wants them out of there. The police were corrupt, but, you know, burning buildings down isn't really the right way. I can't really support vigilantism. So,
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett. Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my pull with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Sure.
Oh, yes. He's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No, I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Yeah, she's not going to do it.
Edna, listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnov's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnov. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young Comrade Smirnov? You were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
What exactly were those? No details on that? Alright.
Well, we should probably get back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Alright, well, this does give us a way to get the demonstration unblocked. Officer Parker will definitely be on our side after this. But we still got to figure out where Emmett is, and we have 2 more exhibits to check. I think, though, that I'm going to go ahead and widen the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back, and next time, let's see, House of Glass or Under the Sea? Probably I should actually talk to Officer Parker first, and then we'll check out some more exhibits.